JYP Entertainment has been making headlines for the dozens of one-star reviews that have been left for the company. Former employees of the corporate agency have left their honest opinions after working for one of the biggest entertainment labels in South Korea. While the reviews are from a few years ago, they have been re-circulating online for the harsh criticisms that were left for the agency. One of the disgruntled former employees titled their review with a very blunt, "Even a one-star is not low enough for this company. I don't know how this company is in the top 3 of its industry. It's questionable. Here are her pros, cons and what they want from JYP. Pros. After moving to a new office building, the food became more delicious. However, as far as pros go, this is it. Cons. The so-called leadership team, the executives, managers and everyone who is in charge of the business aspect are trash. If something goes well, they take credit for it, and if something goes wrong, they blame others. So much exaggeration. What they want from the company. I wish that the company would listen to all employees when something happens and not just the upper management teams. Progress will only be possible if you get rid of 80% of your upper management." This next former employee of JYP Entertainment also had strong feelings to share with the label, as they titled their review with, "I would not recommend this company. The experiences I went through were a waste of my time." Pros. While there isn't really much for me to write down as a pro, if I had to pick one, I would say the company holidays. But even trying to use holiday time was a hassle because you would either be cautious when you tried to use your hours or you wouldn't have time to use them because of work. Cons. There's so many that it would be impossible to write them all down. The age and rank level discrimination is severe. What they want from the company. Don't just listen to your employees' complaints, but figure out a way to solve them. Efforts were made, but the results were always hazy. Another former employee expressed their frustration by exposing the reality of their previous company. They commented that, "It's not a workplace where you receive fair treatment. The difficulty that the employees face is not because they're not qualified, but it's because the company does not treat their educated and qualified employees well. That is why the employment is always delayed. Instead of creating weird programs, raise your employees' salaries." Pros. The company has its own building. There is an elevator. They have a company restaurant. On the first floor, there is a cafe. Cons. No communication. There is no communication. Taking the public transportation is uncomfortable. The salary is very low, but the workload is very high. What they want from the company. Nothing. Have a nice day. The last employee of JYP Entertainment expressed their deeply rooted internal frustration by sharing how they went to work every day. "I always had a fist and experienced the worst work-life balance while working at this place." Pros. After the office relocation, it felt more like an actual company. The office food is really good. You're made to believe it's free, but it's actually not. Cons. 1. The worst work-life balance. The days that I didn't have to work overtime or overnight are very few. If they call you to work, you have to go into the office right away. 2. Their old-fashioned system. Their system is old. They still use paper to write notes. 3. The upper management environment. What they want from the company. I want you all contemplate on the reason why the turnover rate is so high. Many of your employees are barely hanging on. As these reviews began to recirculate online, netizens chimed in with their thoughts on JYP Entertainment's low ratings. JYP Entertainment is one of the biggest entertainment agencies in South Korea, housing some of the nation's biggest artists, such as Twice, ITZY, Stray Kids and more.